Hello guys. Okay, so it's been quite some time since I made my last video. So my Smurf name also changed recently, actually quite a lot, but now it's called Venus. So yeah, that's basically because I had a mouse and it died and she was called Venus. So that's why I call this account Venus. So I'm playing Kronos. Not a god I play the most actually. I only play Gaia mainly these days. So yeah, let's jump into it. So I'm playing Kronos. I haven't scouted these guys yet, so I'm just going for the chickens without an eco guild actually, because I'm not really gonna know if there is gonna be any hunts. And since I haven't scouted anything yet, I'm just going for low hunts. I will change it actually, I can spoil that already. Okay, so we got a Gaia here in our team. A Gaia who is going for high hunt. He already found the zebras in the front, right there. This guy's also going for, I think he's going for low hunt without an eco guild since he didn't scout the zebras yet either, I think. Yes, as I said, he doesn't really know about them. Okay. Yeah, so we got a Hades right there. He seems to know about hunt, so he is probably getting hunting dogs. Yes, he does have it. Okay. And we got an Isis here, who also found out about the hunt, taking the lions, which is pretty good, so they don't go to waste. That's something I like to do as well. If you get attacked by lions, just gather the food from it, because otherwise it's going to waste, and that's just really unfortunate. This guy also found the hunt right here. Switching back to me, as you see, I already found my hunt as well. A bit later than others, you can see that in the score, but I think we will be alright. So yeah, that's that. This guy building a manor. I was a bit delayed because of this, I think. For some reason I was delayed. I'm not sure why. But anyways, I finished my manor. It cost me about 5 seconds. But in this game, I think the highest rating in this game was like 1620 or something. Maybe 1630, I'm not sure. So these players are obviously not gonna be the best players. We're gonna see some mistakes right here. Maybe I can point them out if I notice them. I'm not sure of that yet, so it's not really gonna matter all that much for me, since it's only my Smurf, so yeah. So what I usually do these days, wait, let me just speed this up meanwhile. What I usually do these days is I go TTC as Gaia and Archaic and boom with that. And that actually helps me even beat some pros in good situations. So I've advanced, building some walls here to prevent any raiding. But anyways, that's what I like to do. So I don't really play much Kronos on my main anymore. So I do that on this account. I just, can go 1 TC aggression if I like. Getting some Prometheans here. I should have sent these guys out a bit earlier, but I probably forgot about them since I was doing something else. Okay, so I'm building 3 walls, which might be a bit excessive. I think 2 would have done as well, because I don't think this guy is gonna go for Hippocan raiding anytime soon. No, I don't think he is. So yeah, that's that. This guy getting a nice Gaia for us around there. This guy using it as a wall, which is pretty good. Sending out my Prometheans just now, and since he doesn't really have easy to raid villagers, for as far as I can see, or actually he has a few, but I think these guys will be done by the time I arrive, so not really too much I can do. And I have an idle villager area, which should soon not be idle anymore. Okay, so this is a really late advance for someone going 1TC. That's definitely a mistake. How many villagers has he got actually? He got 8. Yeah, by this time you could have definitely have 9 or 10 villagers. I'm sure you can have 9, but not about 10 I'm not too sure. Oh, moving them away just in time. Okay, so I'm getting some military out right there. Sending a villager as well, because I'm gonna forward right there to kill this guy. Since I also like this guy is 80, so he's probably gonna be fine defending. If not, I can always send some assistance or a green can. For me it should be easier though, since I'm pockets, but let's not worry about that. I'm not building a wall here just yet, but I will later, since I don't want to get raided or anything. Where's my other Promethean? Oh, he's right there. I don't know why he's there. Oh, actually, he did add some villagers out there to raids. I should have seen this. But instead, I'm taking out towers, which is never a bad idea to do. Having some idols right there. Yeah. So I'm gonna take out some towers, you know, never a bad idea. Probably gonna take this one out as well. And that's gonna be it for me for the moment. Alright. This guy guarding his gold really nicely. It will help him quite a lot to do it. Even 2 mining camps, even 3 to prevent walking distance. That's a really nice play, since the storehouses are free anyway. So that's a really nice micro play right there from the teal player. Okay, this guy has his second TC already up. He could have taken this, but I might think this one could have been a bit more useful. Not too sure though. I think this one is fine as well, since it's not too forward, and since he's gonna defend anyways, it will be fine. He could also go aggressive though, but I can tell you this guy is not gonna do that early game, I think. Okay, so I'm running away from these guys. I don't think he should have made 3 though, since there's quite a lot of resources down the drain, and I think I would have run away by 1 Terma. Yeah, I probably would have, so. I'm not sending in these guys, whereas I should have. I will soon though. Okay, so that's that. Having collected quite a lot of goats. Okay guys, so here's my trick for that. Maybe I can still see it in the fog of war. So what you can see, what I did with my oracles. These days, instead of I let them idle somewhere, I just click them around and let them scout like that. This is a bit careless though, I have to admit. But still, you can. This way is the best way to get many goats fast. As you see, I have quite a lot of goats. 12, having used a lot already. Or a few, I'm not sure how many, but that's not really mattering anyways. This guy going for a bit of raiding, but that's my trick. You can have lots more goats. Oh, here's some nice hunt. So you can have a lot more goats by just scouting like this, just clicking them around. I could collect that one as well. Just click your guys around and you can scout like that way more efficiently. Okay, so he doesn't have Valor, but he could upgrade to Terma to get rid of this guy. Yeah, as he did 2 or 3. 3 is a bit excessive, maybe. I would have done 2 for that guy. That would have been enough also. Okay, so I'm gonna send these guys out to raid or do some damage or whatever. This guy took his forward TC, which is a slightly bad position, to be honest. I don't really like this TC position. It's not really strategical important. I think can do much with this. This is a good mid-goal placement, although he could have placed it slightly more here or here and it would have defended his gold a bit more. Some action going on right here. I'm just ignoring this here with Terma. Since I'm thinking I can micro it out, but I'm retreating anyway, so. Okay, so let's see what I'm gonna do. He got some guys here left, not many. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad for him. He shouldn't do that. That's something he does not want to happen. Okay, so not really much going on. I'm just gonna speed it up since nothing is happening anyways. I think I'm experiencing a bit of lag, just a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna take out towers here as well, because, like, why not? Just take out some towers, it's never a bad idea. Yeah, just get their defense down a little. Small micro right here, he can't really attack me the tower. By moving your Therma within the range, or I mean like really closely. Okay, getting a second wall up here as well. They actually never tried to raid me, which might be a slight mistake for them. All game they didn't raid me, I think. Oh, my Oracle died. Ooh, quite a bit of trouble coming in for the purple player. He might be needing some help soon. Some idle military here, which is never good. Also from me, I could have made a second army of this, just control group them and send them around. I didn't control group this actually. I don't know if I can see that in recorded game actually. I think I have control group this, not sure though. Okay. So yeah, that's that. Not anything happening right about now. Okay, so I'm using these guys to scout around their bases. Oh, my second army is moving. Or maybe not all that much. Okay, so I'm probably gonna send these guys back. This guy is coming in to assist Teal, which might be a good idea, but maybe not, because these guys are not really great at pushing anyways. These guys are though. I think Pink will be fine, so this is not needed. But alright, it's fine I guess, if he wants to do that. I could have actually made a base around here as well, just do both. Oh, Answers of Eclipse, that's a really great way to push. This guy should be retreating like really hard right about now. Some lag right here. I'm just speeding it up a little. I should try to fix that someday actually. Okay, lag is gone. Okay, so he's fighting the ancestors, which is something he shouldn't do. He should have just retreated. This is costing him lots of units, but also for blue. But so maybe it's worth it after all. I don't know. I should have actually watched it back to you know, tell something properly about it, because I haven't really watched it too closely. Okay, so I think this fight could be mine, but I might retreat. Not sure. I think I have the upper hand. Oh, now I especially have the upper hand with the Chaos God Power. But the bird's coming in, so maybe not. Already have these guys up and a palace. So Archai and medium destroyers are coming in. Especially the destroyers are gonna help quite a lot if this guy doesn't micro properly. Let me just put my Fuble on Don't Disturb. Okay. So somebody came online. And he's probably gonna notch me, so. Okay. So we got rid of that. Quite decent push going on right here. I could have actually used my deconstruction, which would have been pretty helpful. I decided not to do that. I don't think I have used this deconstruction all game actually. I was saving it for some fortress or important palace, but this guy didn't build a fortress and this guy not either, so. Quite a bit of lag going on, which is slightly curious. Okay, so my troops are dying. Yes, exactly, I should be retreating. Okay, this is a better angle for me. I can definitely kill these guys off. More guys coming in. Spamming satyrs with the upgrade from which I don't really know what it does. I'm not even sure if it's worth it to get. Maybe I should read it sometime. Okay, so our team is definitely ahead. Okay, so the underworld's coming in from where? From here. Which is slightly curious. I'm not sure if this is a good use. Actually, I don't think it's well used. He could have sent a Pegasi around here or just his scouts. I don't know if he still has it. And make it right here, since my base is literally undefended. And since I'm not going mythic, since I'm fighting here and needing all my resources for that, yeah, I'm not really gonna be able to defend it anytime soon. So that would have been a pretty good move. And he could have taken out this TC, and maybe even some villagers and whatnot. Okay, so I'm building up a palace right in the battlefield, which is a good move because my military production will be way closer. So that will increase my push by quite a lot, and the satyrs are really doing their job. Look at their damage. That's really great. I could have done some towers around here, shift them right there to prevent the trades. That's a really good move I could have done, which I didn't. So that's a slight mistake for me. I could have done even more pressure if I did that. So yeah, quite a decent push going on. Getting up more buildings. I don't have much wood though, so that might be a bit of a problem for me. Or maybe not all that much. Okay, so the pestilence coming in. So I'm fighting in my palace range. Getting up some towers as we speak, but they're not really that fast, so not really all that useful towers in there. This guy got some time to rebuild in the meantime. But my satyrs are so strong, and I think my... Okay, let's slow down again. Okay, he has the baseline at least. Whereas I have nothing. But at least I have the heavy archive, so that's fine. Okay, so as you see, I'm gonna send some destroyers right here to get rid of the town center and maybe steal it from him anytime later. That would be a pretty good move. Okay, so he's not really controlling his units, losing them already. Okay, so this guy actually changed his trade routes since they were getting killed all the time as caravans. So I'm trying to get rid of the TC right there, which is a pretty good move. Sending some more units, or actually I think I didn't control them well. I didn't really send them there. So sending them back a little bit and sending them forward again. Not sure why I did that. Okay, so more troops coming in from green. Actually, I think green should have just made a base around here, since he's only fighting on this front anyway, so why would he only have military buildings right here? I think that would be a pretty good move to make military here instead of there. Because it throws literally no point of making them here and letting them walk all the way up there. I'm pushing here anyway, so... And it seems to be working out for him, so not really all that much of a problem. Yeah, as you see, the satyrs are still really doing their job. Especially since these guys are not microing well. They're focusing my destroyers, which can really take up lots of pierce damage. So these guys are getting rid of the military buildings right there. Gotten rid of the tower and the TC already. Some troops moving in my way. So yeah, actually a meteor right here, but I don't think it's gonna be all too much damage except for the units. Garrisoning my villager in there, making sure not to lose it. I don't know why the meteor fell on the trees though, but that's alright. Okay, so actually all my military buildings survived, so pretty unlucky for Teal, since that was basically his meteor wasted on nothing. Well, he did kill some units, that's something I gotta say, so that's a lot of resources for me down the drain. But as you see, with my economy, it's not really gonna matter anyways. And I'm still not getting armory upgrades, which is a slight mistake, because I could definitely get them with my economy. So he's trying to get rid of my buildings. I don't think he will be successful though, since I'm already repairing him. He could have taken down this though, probably. But he decided not to do that. Have I upgraded crenellations actually? Yes, I have. So if he's gonna send any more Protomas, it's not really gonna do anything. So that's great for me. As soon as these things are repaired, at least a little bit, I'm gonna steal this TC from him. And I would have done, but he already resigned before that, I would have done push from this side. I would have made a palace and just spammed out destroyers or a siege from there. That's something I could have done. So I'm finally going mythic. I could have done it way earlier. I don't know why I didn't do that. Why I didn't do that. But it's not gonna matter all that much since this is pretty much a one fight. Like, yellow doesn't really have much left. Yes, he does have still 3 TCs. So he just built new ones, but... Hephaestus is coming in from pink, so he will be able to save himself on his own right there. Yeah, pretty decent push from me coming in, still. I think I'm actually finally getting rid of him. I don't think he's dead right about now. Look at my army compared to his. There's not much he can do. 1 tower and a TC left. That's basically all he has. And he's going to be hoping then that Theo can actually kill pink, which is not happening anytime soon. And since green is doing a quite decent push right about here, red isn't really gonna help anyone anyways, so that's a pretty great play from green. Although he should get some military racks that are out there to produce his military closer. That would have been a good move. So I'm getting rid of the town center as we speak, and he resigned. I'm not sure why the other guys didn't resign. They might have actually thought they could win. So I'm getting rid of the buildings and whatnot to get this TC in eventually without too much trouble. Also getting rid of these guys since they're still looping military, so I should definitely get rid of those. And then I can take all the TCs he has. Red should be trying to take these actually as well. Or maybe even teal, that would also be fine. So I still have some god powers. I could have used it on this though. Not paying attention at that point to that side of the map. So I'm finally getting some upgrades. So that's pretty great. So my Haka Gigant is coming in. He will make quite a lot of difference on the battlefield. So once I got rid of the buildings for a little bit, I will probably vortex in here and just crush red or rape teal from the back. That would also be a pretty good move. So getting quite a bit of upgrades, as you see. Yeah, as you see, these Archai do no damage basically. Like absolutely nothing. He did try his best though. To defend me off. It might have been a little bit unfair though. Smurfing is in a way a bit unfair actually. Because you're gonna win most of your games anyways if there are no bugs or if I don't play like Greek or some god I can't play, you know. If I just play my Atlantis I should pretty much always win. So this guy actually took his TC, as I said. That's a pretty good move from him. Yeah, there's not really a way that red can defend this push from green, who has already maxed out units that are really great, with Bite of the Sharks even. And I don't think red has anything to fight at, yeah, and even less upgrades than me. So my Vortex is really gonna be problematic for him, since the 4 TC Mythic Kronos just shifting in, getting rid of everything in his base. Nothing he can do about this, I think. Especially since green is also here. He's doing the rape on teal from the back, whereas I'm just getting rid of red. Look at the TC, it's going down so fast. Some setters still, but I'm producing Hacke Gigantes as we speak. Actually, I'm making them now more. As you see, I will be taking this TC down very soonly. So yeah, Teal's gonna be dead very soon. Red is pretty much dead as well. Yeah, this is game over. This is game over for them. I'm just gonna take all these town centers anyways. I'm probably gonna full water around there, even though I got the vortex ready. Yeah, as you see, Teal is realizing that it is too much for him, and he can't win anymore. This is a bit YOLO, I have to say. YOLOing around with all the heroes, which is definitely not needed. So yeah, GG, well played right there. Let's have a look at the post game. So having quite a bit of military score, not too much on the economy. Actually more than most of the players. Or more than the enemies. So yeah, having most wood gathered, not too balanced. My gold could have been slightly better, so not really too balanced economy right there. Look at the ratios on my... yeah, this is something you will have in noob games, if you micro your stuff out well. If you take the right angles, right macros, right micro, you know. If you do most of those things right, you can have an even better KD than me, so yeah, that's something to keep in mind right there. Okay, so let's have a look at graphs. Having a bit of population in here. As you see, not really too much actually, but maybe because of the villagers. As you see, quite a lot of military. Not actually the most of all. Not sure why, because I think I had the most TCs. Maybe I had more civilians compared to them, I can check. Compared to... yeah, this guy wasn't maxed out, so I had more civilians. That explains why I have less military units. Okay, so... yeah, our team was definitely better on the economy side. Orapuro didn't really do a bad job at the economy either. Red didn't do all too great, especially as a pocket. He could have done way better than this. This is pretty poor. This is okay-ish, not really too good, but okay. So yeah, as you see, this guy couldn't really deal with me. He lost everything here, losing more and more, whereas I literally had no losses. Also do my base inside his base, my forward base. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm probably uploading something from my main account as well anytime soon, since you guys might have gotten bored of my Smurf games by now, so I think you guys will be looking forward to that. So see you guys next time, hope you guys enjoyed, and bye bye.